Good morning, Year 5. We're going to do this slightly different today. We're going to go back to looking at some place value, and that's because as we're starting to go back to school, as of next week, we're going to be starting to use some of the bite-sized resources. So as our last few videos from me, I want to make sure that we've got a really good understanding so that when it comes to September, we can hit the ground running. So today, I would like you to find a piece of paper and a pen or a pencil, and then some small objects, so it could be coins, pieces of Lego. I'm going to be using cereal, so anything like that that you can put on a piece of paper. The first thing that I want you to do on your piece of paper is to draw yourself a place value grid. We should all be really familiar with a place value grid by now. And this time I want you to go up to 10 million. Now don't worry, we're going to get onto that later in the week. But for now, draw yourself a nice place value grid out so that you can use this for today's activity. As I mentioned, some of us in Year 5 haven't quite got up to the place value of millions and 10 millions. By the end of the week, we'll start to be introducing those ideas so that we become a little bit more familiar with them. At the start of the week, we'll be using some place value that we are familiar with just to refresh our memories. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put up a picture of a number that I have made with my Cheerios in my place value grid. What I want you to do is to write the number in digits, write the number in words, and practice saying that number out loud. So here is your first number. You can have a go at making this with your object on your place value grid. Then underneath you can have a go at writing that number in numbers, so in digits. Then see if you can write it in words and then practice saying it out loud. Hopefully you found that these were your digits. So we had 4 10,000s, 3 thousands, 4 tens and 4 units. So that makes our number as 43,044. So remember, when we're saying these numbers, we put all of our thousands together. So thousands in total, we have 43. And so that's why I've put the comma there to make it easier to say. Here's the next one for you to try. I want you to do the same thing, so make it using your object, write it in digits, write it in words and practice saying it. Just pay close attention to that 10,000s column, think about your place value and what you might need to do. Hopefully you spotted that there are 12 10,000s. Now we know that we can't fit 12 in one column, so you need to do some exchanging. We can swap or exchange 10 10,000s for 100,000s. So I'm hoping that you've grouped 10 together and swapped them and put 1 in your 100,000s column. It should look something like this. Now we have our new number. So we've got 1 in the 100,000s column, 2 left in our 10,000s, 2,000s, 300s, no 10s, so think about what needs to go in there, and 4 units. So our final number should have been 122,304. Here's the next number for you to pause the video, make yourself, write it in numbers, words and practice saying it. So in this number, we've started off with some 100,000s. We've got 4 in our 100,000 column, 2 10,000s, 5 thousands, 2 hundreds, no 10s and 2 units. So when we write that as a number, we have all of our thousands together. So we have 425,202. Hopefully you remember to put that place value in there and you've got your comma in the right place too. Okay, same again for your next number. Again, think about those placeholders, where they need to go and how we're going to write this number. This time we've got 3 in our hundred thousands column. We have no 10,000s, 6,000s, 100, 4 tens and no units. So your number should be 306,140. Slightly different this time, I'm going to give you a number that's written down in words. I would like you to make it or draw it in your place value grid and then to write the number in digits. Hopefully this is what it looked like in your place value grid. 500,000s, 3,000s, 200s, and then to make that 11 it's 110 and 1 unit. So your number 503,211. Here's the next number to make in your place value grid, then write it in digits. Don't forget to practice saying it. So in 624,801, we have 600,000s, 2 10,000s, 4 thousands, they're together, then 800s, no tens and 1. So hopefully your digits look like this, and this is what your place value grid looks like. This time I'm going to give you a number and one of the digits will be underlined. Your task is to make this number in your place value grid and then write out the value of the underlined number. So here's the example, 341, the 4 is underlined. In my place value grid I can see that is 4 tens, and so the value of that 4 is 40. So pause the video now, here are your 3 numbers, each with a digit underlined, make them in your place value grid and then give me the value of the underlined digit. Here are your answers. In the first number, 734,322, the 3 is underlined, that is 30,000. The second number, 856,802, the 6 is underlined, which is worth 6,000. The last number, 904,866. The 9 is underlined, which is worth 900,000. Well done if you got those. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed today's slightly different maths lesson and a little bit more practical at home. Please send us some pictures of how you got on. And your task today is over on Purple Mash. You're doing the same activity as the last one that we've just done, but please feel free to make your own numbers and practice writing them and putting them in your place value grid at home. Good luck and let me know how you got on.